Welcome to another episode of SG Crypto. This is going to be a good episode. Something I uncovered just yesterday. It's going to be really looking into NFTs. It's going to be more so about NFTs, and everybody. It's going to be about music and NFTs, and everybody listens to music. I believe that no matter what your walk of life, that you are, especially if you're watching this channel, you're not in some third world country, right? You have access to and listen to music maybe on a daily basis, if not weekly. And so with NFTs, we now have the ability, and I don't know how long it's been going on, but you now have the ability to invest in artists. So invest in artists and receive royalties, receive income from the performance of their singles or of their albums. And so with NFTs, the power of NFTs, we now have the ability to invest in some of our favorite artists. Not every single artist has an NFT out there that you can invest in them, but that is something we're going to be diving into in this video, where you can kind of do some research on this. If you're, or not even research, I'm kind of doing the research for you, but where you can access these kinds of things. Before we get into it, I just wanted to mention that the DeFi course is now live, that I was working on for quite some time now. Basically an A to Z course teaching you everything from what DeFi is to strategies, the knowledge, and really everything you need to know to start creating passive income in crypto and decentralized finance. It can be a little bit complicated, and so I just wanted to make that course to simplify things. A lot of people, when they do their research, they start at, let's say if we're going through the alphabet of knowledge when it comes to things. I made an A to Z course. Some people, when they do the things, they don't know any better, so they start at S of the curriculum, but then they go back to D, and then they end up at W. And so they're all over the place when they're learning this new topic that can be very complex if you don't go about it in the right way. And so what I did was go straight from A to Z, straight from beginner to expert, so that anybody can go through this and gain some knowledge. Even if you are someone that has experience in the space, you will still get value out of it. And so I just wanted to mention that quick. And also the Discord, of course, we have that. It's just more of a way to have a more intimate relationship with each other and be part of a community that is like-minded, and to stay up to date on new videos and just updates in the crypto space in general. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it. Just last night, May 17th, so today's May 18th, last night, the ChainSmokers free NFTs went. It's So Far So Good is their new album they just dropped. And basically what this NFT is it gives you, it's basically what they said about it was, this album is for our fans. All of you who supported us, came to our show, streamed a song, liked the post, hugged us when you saw us. We're here because of you. So they wanted to do something special. And this drop is their way of paying forward all the good we've received from you. So it's a pretty wholesome giveaway that they did. Is free to claim these NFTs. There are 5,000 of them. You could claim multiple. Not the logistics there don't really matter, just because it's over now. But all you really need to know is there's 5,000 of them. They're available to purchase on OpenSea. Each token represents 0.0. So they're giving away, out of this 5,000, it represents, the whole 5,000 NFTs represent 1% of the revenue that they make off of this album. So if you own one token, you receive 0.0002% of the revenue from the album. And you can actually see the data from this, a breakdown. So total tokens, 5,000. Total ownership offered by the tokens, 1%, and amount raised. So we'll see that grow as time goes on. But yeah, each token represents 0.0002% of the revenue. And so even if the album generates $100,000, you, as a single token holder, if you only hold one token, you would receive $200 off of that, depending on how they go about it. But the way they stated it is all revenue generated off the album. I assume streaming, yeah, so streaming royalty, so the streaming revenue. And 100,000 seems like a low amount. So this is something you can go right on OpenSea. I'll leave all links, but 0.08 right now, 0.09 basically ETH. Which is the equivalent of about, let's say, $200. But this is, I went ahead and got some of these because I think this is a an amazing opportunity. I like their music personally, and that's what I love about this, is because it's decentralizing music and the music industry and the way it works, right? Typically, think about the music industry as it is now. An artist has to go to, especially an up-and-coming artist, they have to go to, a record label or someone to represent them that is going to put up that money for them in exchange for that record label taking, I believe the average is about 60 to 80% of the revenue that that artist's music generates, right? Whereas with this, artists can now power, their art, their music and the production of it all through NFTs. And so now it is becoming more of a relationship between fan and artist. So that middleman, that record label, is now becoming obsolete. Because Nas, I know him. Diplo, I'm thinking about getting one of each of these just because I like Diplo a lot. It's probably more Diplo than this. But out of this, he's raised $400,000, $173,000 for Big Boy. Nas, almost $400,000. And so this is just, and maybe they're receiving, off the top of that, maybe it only took them $250,000 to create the song and to do all these different things. I don't know all the expenses that goes into music producing and all that stuff, but I'm sure it's up there. And some of you out there that are music artists, please drop a comment down below and fill me in. I would love to know. But this is just huge. Now, I found this website yesterday when I was doing some research, looking, and I was blown away. I really was, because I knew this was a possibility and it was coming in the future, but I did not know it was here. I don't know how long the site's been up, but this is huge. This is huge. I mean, I can't even believe it. Just to see something that I've read about in the past of like a possibility of NFTs now coming to fruition is huge, especially such a big group is the ChainSmokers. I've loved their music for some time, and so once I saw this, I had to get on it. And so that's one thing in the music industry. Another one is Budweiser royalty NFTs. They did this a little while ago. I want to say a few months, beginning of the year. I have a couple buddies that or one buddy that's in this. He's purchased one of the NFTs. Basically, I don't know if you receive royalties from this, but basically it's an investment in the artist. These are kind of underground artists that Budweiser partnered with to make these NFTs, and it's a total of 11,000 tokens with 500 NFTs per artist, and there's 22 artists. So basically, how I see it is you're investing in these various artists. So let's take a look at the artists actually. So which artists? You have, I don't know if any of you guys know these names: Satoma, Leo Canoza, Speartick, Milligo Lightly, Polo T, Farina, Lulu, Cabalito, Timi. I probably won't go through them all, but anyway, there's 22 artists here, 11,000 NFTs total, 500 each. And the way I see it is an investment in this artist. So let's say Cabalito is his music career starts to take off. He's he's like an underground artist that maybe you or just some person out there really loves and enjoys his music so much, and because of that, he bought one of these NFTs, and so now he's personally invested in this person's career. He's personally invested in Cabalito's career, his music career, and so Cabalito starts to blow up, and because of that, the NFTs start to go up in value as a byproduct of his success. And that person who believed in him and liked his music the whole time, reaped rewards on that. And so that's just kind of that relationship that is now possible between artist and fan. And think back to like older bands that like Wiz Khalifa. I have a buddy that knew of him when he was just like kind of an underground artist that wasn't highly known at all. And and this is kind of a common thing when these popular bands or popular artists start to blow up from when you knew them as just, a small name. When they start to blow up, you almost feel angry. You almost feel like they sold out maybe. Whereas this is kind of creating that excitement for them to blow up. And I'm sure you're excited for the artist that you knew that did blow up, but it's just kind of like, damn, I knew it. I love their music, and now they're big, but now you have your own personal financial investment in them. if that artist, of course, chooses to be on the NFTs, which I believe wholeheartedly that in the future this is the way the world is going to operate around music, around real estate. I mean, there's tons of different things, but this video is going to be strictly about music industry. But this is huge. This really is huge. There's different rarities that you can get for these different artists. You can purchase right on OpenSea, but it's really just an investment in these people if you enjoy their music and if you enjoy them really as a person and the art they're producing. So there's quite a few. I'll leave all links in the description, of course, but I just really wanted to come out and make this video and again just exemplify the power of NFTs, the future that we are heading towards, and just a way for you to invest in it. And of course, people that love music, for me personally, as an example, the ChainSmokers, I love their music. I really like them as personalities, and so investing in this is both exciting for me because I can listen to this album and be like, I'm invested in this, and I both love this music, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's a cool feeling to actually be invested in an album and be like, I own part of this. I don't own part of it, I can't use it for commercial use. That's something they stated, but it's like I reap rewards from the success of these individuals. So I think this is really cool of them to do, especially doing it for free. Really cool, and really shows that they really care about the community. So as I said, I'll leave all the links in the description for you guys to check this stuff out if you're interested. And I hope you got some value out of this video. As I said, the DeFi course is up and ready for you guys to start learning. Also included with that knowledge, with the coursework, which is about 4 hours, 13 lessons, to master DeFi, you'll get 4 one-on-ones with me, 4 one-on-one consultations to ask me any questions, for me to walk you through any problems you're having in the space, so I can make sure and fill in the blanks of anything, and make sure that you really are an expert. Make sure that I'm fulfilling my promise, basically. So that is something I'm really excited about, that, and to see people signing up already. So I will leave it at that. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.